Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm home right now chilling, watching Surviving Jeff Ebb on Amazon Prime. And I just came back to North Carolina from New York. I was in New York for my birthday. So happy belated birthday to me. I'm in my 30s now. And it's just so crazy because I get how can I say it? I get hit on a lot by YNs. And I be thinking like, oh, they're hitting on me because maybe I look older or I'm more mature, or probably like I look more mature probably, or they probably feel like, oh, you know how like some men like to use women for like money and stuff like that. So I be thinking like, oh, okay, maybe that's why YNs be talking to me, but they genuinely be coming up to me because they think I'm like 25, and I'm be like, you dragging it. 20. If you say 22, I know you lying. Like 22, you taking it far. But no, baby. 25 was a long time ago. So I don't know. Going back to New York and seeing my family and my best friend, my cousin. I had so much fun. I went to all the spots that I always loved to go to. It was very, very nostalgic going back home and just being around, New York vibes, the energy. I was just so happy. And it just had me thinking like, where did my 20s go? Where did my 20s go? Like, I'm not sad or anything like that, but I do have some regrets for sure. I feel like some of it was like out of my control, but for the most part, I do have some regrets. And there are some things that I would have done differently if I knew better. If you know better, you do better. And I don't know, moving forward, there's a lot of things that I've changed. Other than that, I had a blast. I was so happy to be back home. I mean, but this is my new home now, but I want to go back. Take me back. Take me back. The food, the drinks, the vibes, everything. I just love New York. There's no place like New York. No place like New York. But hold on. Charlotte is definitely turning into a vibe. It's just a more of a calm, chill vibe. It's not so like, how can I say? It's not so in your face like New York. Here is more calm. Like, they do gotta work on their food though. The food down here you really gotta like search to find like some really good food spots. The food down here is crazy. No shade. I am so hungry. I'm gonna make some shrimp and plantains. I cooked rice earlier. But yeah, back to what I was talking about, like some of the regrets that I had from my 20s. I wouldn't want to say like it's nothing like crazy that I regret. It was just like how I would say I would have handled things differently when it comes to like dating and men. Like if I had a daughter, I'm teaching her all of that like young. Like we're not even gonna play these games. Like you're gonna be on point from now. You're not gonna let these men or these boys play with you, period. Like you're gonna start now. Cause I feel like it's such a waste. Like men waste our time. And I'm very, very happy, or I should say I'm very, very grateful and very blessed and very lucky that I still look young, even though I'm in my 30s. even though 30s is not old, I don't know. I think that's like social media or whatever that makes us think like, oh, you 30. Oh, you know, like, I gained a little bit more weight. I'll probably move a little bit more slower. But like, no, I don't really feel like there's such a huge difference. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe there might be like a huge difference once I hit like my 40s probably. But 20s and 30s, there's not that much of a huge difference. I feel like the huge difference is like mentality. Like, you can't make the same mistakes you made in your 20s. Like, you can't keep doing the same things you did in your 20s. You got to take your life a little bit more serious. You got to be a little bit more strategic with what you do. But I'm just rinsing off the shrimp. Yeah. But some of the stuff that I definitely did that I want to say that I do regret when dating is like thinking that like almost every guy that was interested in me, that I would like date for their potential. Like, I didn't date them for who they were right here in front of my eyes. Like, I dated them because I saw potential, which is like, I feel like that's also like, you know, society that brainwash girls to think like, oh, you know, you Prince Charming, you gotta kiss the ugly frog. Like, you know, and I feel like that plays a big role in it because they had no potential. There was no potential to be had. None of them. Near one of them. And it's just crazy because I took my time to go back and not text, but like I asked a couple of my exes like, oh, like, you know, why you didn't wipe me up or whatever. And they all said the same shit. Am I supposed to be cursing? Oh my God. I be forgetting. They all said the same thing. Oh, because I was a stripper. Or I was nagging, or hold on. I got the actual list. Hold on. Okay. This one said because I was a stripper. All right. I was a stripper. But fast forward to now, you married a girl that sucked, you know, gave head in a hotel room on her knees on video for free. And that was your wife. Y'all was married when she did that. You gave her 2 kids. Then cheated on her, gave another girl 2 kids, and you cheating on her, messing around with some young girl that cracked your brother? But I was a stripper though. But those is the women you gave kids to. And anyways, another one said, my attitude was crazy. Okay. And I was a stripper. Yeah, okay, cool. My attitude was crazy. Sir, you tried to stab me. You tried to have me participate in domestic violence. Like, what are we talking about? And then I had one that said I was nagging. And it wasn't that I was nagging. It was just like, you're dirty. Pick up your drawers. Like, I'm not your mother. Like, pick up your drawers. Your drawers is on the floor. It got doodle stains in it. Like, I don't mind, like, doing my man's laundry. I don't mind cooking, cleaning. Like, especially, like, if he's out making the money and I'm home not doing anything. I don't mind that. But help me out. Don't just take your drawers off and just leave it right here on the floor. Pick it up and put it in the hamper or put it in the washing machine. So at least, you know, like, why would you just leave it on the floor like that? Like, and it was just, I don't feel like I was being nagging. Sir, you're dirty. Like, you did a lot of stuff that was just like, why do I have to repeat or say or keep talking about it? Then you cheated on me and got some girl pregnant. She's dirty like you. Like, I seen her nasty apartment in the Bronx that she came from. Nasty. Disgusting. Like, yeah. So y'all really, really, did me a favor. I'm very, very happy because I can name like a lot of the guys I've dated. Da, da, da. Let me start seasoning up this shrimp. I'm like sitting here looking back like, yeah, I wasn't perfect, but definitely one. That was definitely one for sure. Me sitting here dating people for their potential and not for exactly what I saw in front of me. None of them was it. Not one of my exes to this very day I would ever, I would never, ever touch them. They can't touch me. They know they can't touch me. I would never, ever be with you. You did not deserve me at all. And I'm happy, you know, like God, you know what? God lets everything happen for a reason because them girls is not it. They not it. They're weird. Talking about me being a stripper. Y'all keep judging strippers. Keep doing that. That's perfectly fine. But I bet you we are definitely one of the most loyal women, clean women out there. Respectful, believe it or not. Yes, we are very respectful. We have boundaries and we don't play. So you keep thinking, oh, because a girl is a stripper. Yeah, all right. That girl that's working a regular 9 to 5 or did what, you know, went to school, good girl, da da da, whatever, the military girls, whores. Like, come on. Stop it. Next. Another thing that I want to say that I regret as well is I don't know how to explain it, but I guess this is just something that us girls do because that's just what society puts in our head. And it's like performing for a man so that he can choose me. I didn't realize that I was doing that, but now that I'm older and I'm looking back on it, that is exactly what a lot of us girlies do. And we don't realize we're doing it. We don't realize that we're lowering our standards, or going against our boundaries, or, you know, just doing things like basically abandoning ourselves to try to make a boy or a man feel better, or to show him like, hey, I can be your wife, or I'll be a good girlfriend, or I can, you know, just to perform for a man. That's, he's not even half of you. Like, I'm over here performing for niggas that lived in the projects. Like, I never lived in the projects, but I'm out here dating men from the projects. Crazy stuff like that. No reason. I had no reason to do that. No reason. There was no reason for it. And it's crazy because a lot of girlies don't. Sometimes we just be young, wild, and free. We be outside. And that's definitely one thing I definitely regret. I feel like I wasted more time doing stuff like that. Like, if I were younger and older me was around, I would definitely have told my younger self to be more strategic and basically, yeah, I would say strategic. Be more strategic with how you date. Like, be more intentional. Be more intentional with how you date. Like, how a man is when you see him or when you meet him, that's him. That's just him. I don't know why or how, but that's just him. If he's walking and you drive a car, I don't care what he tells you. I don't care if he say he about to drop $50,000 on a new car in a week. Girl, no. You see him right here. That's what he is. That's what he gonna be. And that's just that. It's very ever so rarely that a man will actually really change his situation, or he's really on his purpose, really on his path, and really focused on changing his situation. It's very so rarely. For the most part, a good majority of men, if they're not structured from a young age, or they don't have a purpose or a path and you don't see in them from a young age, they're gonna be the same nigga on the block, standing on the corner, working 9 to 5, in jail, in and out of jail, different baby mamas, can't hold the job down. It's just not like it is what it really is. I don't know what the logic is in that, but it really is what it really is. Like if you don't see it in him from like a younger age or like high school, college, once we hit college and he's not really on a path to success, it's over. It's over. It's very so rarely a man will be on his path to success after 30. And there's not that many. Majority of young men, they plan their lives from ahead of time. For the most part. Because at the end of the day, men are valued for their money. They're valued for, what job title they have. And obviously women are valued for their looks. I didn't make that stuff up. That's not how I wish that things would be, or, but that's how it is. Women are valued for, their looks, and men are valued for their pockets. And there's not that many men that are thousandaires, millionaires, and billionaires. So, damn, I want this to be a little spicy. But yeah, I definitely, and it's crazy because like, I didn't know that I was doing that. I didn't know that I was performing. I guess it's just like, I don't know, society really has a hold on your subconscious that you really don't know that you're doing something until it gets called out, or, someone brings it to your attention. Or like how society is now. We have so much access to information that it's like, if you don't want to learn, if you don't want to grow, that's really a you problem. Because we have free access to so much information. Ooh, this one. And I'm not bitter or upset or anything. I'm just reflecting. Because it's like, if you don't take the time to like, sit back and reevaluate your life and put things into perspective, you're never going to grow. You're never going to evolve. You're never going to change. You're going to be the same old for the rest of your life until the day you croak. So I like to always reflect. Like, I don't know, maybe that's like the Aquarius in me. Because I don't like to be stagnant. I don't like to continuously do the same things like over and over without any like improvements in my life. I love plantains. So now that I'm older and, I came to the realization on certain things when it comes to dating and whatnot, I definitely learned a lot because I don't want to seem like I'm blaming men because they fell victim to the same patriarchy that us girls did. Like they fell victim to like, how they tell men that like, oh, when you're older, you can get a younger woman or whatever. Baby, when you hit, when you men hit like 50s, 60s, don't no 25-year-old girl want you. An 18-year-old girl don't want you. None of it, they don't want you. Like, I'm really, really sorry. They don't. And the only way that they will deal with you or be in a relationship with you is if you have money and you're spending money. So don't be thinking like, oh, when I hit 60, I can still have kids. I can have kids with a younger woman. Sir, your sperm has mutated to the point where her eggs can't save the kid. Stop. So y'all men that be thinking like, oh, when I get older, I can still get a young girl. No, you can't. Not if you broke. Not if you got diabetes. Not if you got heart problems. Not if you like, stop. Stop. You still got to take care of yourself. You still got to look good. You still got to have some money. No girl, no young, beautiful girl want no old, crispy man. Like, unless he's handing bread out. That's the only way. Like, you think a 60-year-old man is going to be able to compete with a handsome 25-year-old boy? Like, girl, like, stop. Like, no shade. Do y'all really think that y'all could compete with these young, do y'all 60-year-old men think y'all could compete with these young boys? You can't. Like, please stop. Don't let the patriarchy have you look like an idiot when you hit 40, 50, 60. Because that's exactly what you're going to look like. A big dodo. Why you think, oh, because you didn't get a woman when you was younger, you going to get one when you get old. Them girls do not want you, sir. Stop. They don't want you. Do y'all see this dish? Wait, hold on. Tostones. Let me get out the frame. Now I'm in my 30s. I'm definitely moving different, obviously. I'm not chasing nobody. No inconsistency. If you want to be with me, you want to be with me. If you don't, cool. I'm just going to remove myself. I'm going to step away. I'm going to move around. I'm going to go the other way. Like, I'm not doing this in my big 30s. Like, I'm not doing that. Because like I said in my last video, people are grown. They should know what they want. You should know what you want by now. And if you're still playing games with people in your 30s, stay away from me. It's not like a big regret because I'm still single. I don't look that bad. I don't have children yet. So, you know, I can just focus on myself, get in the bag, prioritizing my health, self-care. And I guess when the time is right, the right person will come along. But I'm not abandoning myself ever again. Never, ever again. And if I'm blessed with a daughter one day, that's like the first thing I'm going to talk to her about as soon as she reaches, you know, obviously reaches that age and she starts going boy crazy or whatever. I'm going to be like, girl, no. They need to be going crazy for you. Okay? Period. No more potential. He is what he is. When you first met him, that's what he gonna be.